What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? King Anubis, Fingerless J, how you all doing? So we are back. I'm back here with the alt and ready to tackle a few more floors. I haven't done any since the last stream. I've been playing around with some different stuff, but let's see if we can't get a few more done today. We're at 391 now. Well, let's get it. We got the, I haven't used the Gargoyles since the nerf either. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'm still going to be overpowering the content. What's going on, Flanagan? You know, I almost started a new 7 Days to Die world today, Flanagan. I was just itching to play. But on the same note, all those materials I grinded out, climbing the rest of the way on Onslaught, I blew almost everything last night. Getting my Countess set up a little bit better. What's going on, the Reaper? How you doing? I'm doing good. Just a kind of a chill Saturday afternoon. Won't be a super long one today, as I do have some other things I want to do later on today. And then you guys know I'm a big UFC fan. Got a little UFC action tonight. Alright. Let's just go with good old Faithful and see how it does compared to pre-nerf. Get a little reflect beam action on this one for the Borks. What's going on, air traffics? Lurker healers. We got nothing super big to worry about there. Let's see. This one will be not too bad either. Alright, so we should just be able to set this lane up right here. And should cover everything. And we got Arachnophobia there, and then we got some Frosties up top. Let's go back a little bit on these ones. I'm using Defense Rate, Anti-Melee, Anti-Chaos with Destruction Mass and Napalm Gargoyles. But I'm also at a stage where I'm overpowering the content because, you know, I'm in Chaos 10 gear and this is only Chaos 9, the realm of Chaos 9, you know. Alright, and then we could do something up here for the spawn camp just so this lane doesn't take so long. That leaves us 20 left. We'll just go with Destructive Pylon here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something too. Let me do something here real quick. Oh, actually, it looks like we're all good. All right. Well, I mean, let's just see what happens. It was, what, a 15% damage nerf. Can't imagine it's going to be a noticeable difference in this level of content. Yeah, it seems decent. if you're using them for damage, then you'd want to put it in power. If you're just using them to get the oil or to hold destruct a pylon, I wouldn't put any points into them. It doesn't, you just don't need to. But, I mean, you just have to judge. Oh, these things are crazy good for AP, the Reaper, yeah. You just kind of have to judge. With any trap, are your traps running out of charges? If they're running out of charges, like in the middle of a wave, well, then you need more health. If they're not running out of charges, then you don't. And adding more health to it doesn't do anything. Yeah, if you're just using it for pylon, I wouldn't even care. I mean, get the defense rate, make sure that the rate is in. That way you're still getting the oil procs. But if it's just holding destructive pylon, then nothing else matters. It's there for that reason, you know? I mean, if you got extra points to spend and you just don't know where to spend it, then yeah, just put it into the defense power. See, this one too, you can spawn camp really good. Like if you put gargoyles up here, they're going to hit them on the ramp in the spawn, and they won't even come out of the spawn. But by putting them over here, of course, we're getting this lane as well. That's up to you and how you're building. I use a range mod, but I also use my boost aura for boosted grasp quite a bit. So I want the range to be big. All maps are pretty much the same now. They fixed the... Apparently survival was bugged and given too much. But in Chaos 10 quality content, you get, what, 220 every 5 waves? So 1 expedition, 1 onslaught map, or 5 waves in survival. So it's all pretty much the same. Just do what you're doing. Do what you're already doing, basically, and ignore the past XP, and you're just gonna complete it. I mean, especially if you do your dailies and weekly, there's no doubt that you'll complete the pass. Well, I mean, it's a game of shards and mods, right? Put together the shards and mods and win the game there, Bladeheart. Limes with the sub. Thank you so much. What up, Douglas? Do not. Never Ancient Power reset before getting your first Chaos 9 win there, Tubbs. If you're in C9 gear and you're having trouble soloing C8, then either 1, you don't have the shards in place, or 2, you need to look at your build. C8 is all about spiders, right? Where are the spiders at? Oh, they're over here. So you need to build your defenses back far enough away where the spiders die, that web is not getting on them. So if you have auras or whatever and you're sticking them up here, they're going to be getting the web and basically getting essentially ruined for the most part. Well, I mean, it's about your shards and mods. Shards come first. Do you have the right shards in every spot? If you don't, there's your problem. Don't look at anything else until you get your shards fixed. Yeah, you need to upgrade it to Chaos 8 first before you remove it. Oh, they're quick. Just don't ever move anything that's higher, or that's... Don't move anything unless it's at least Chaos 8 if you're putting it on a piece of gear that's Chaos 8 or higher, basically. I'm still in Lobieville. This is 391. I'm going to try to get into the 400s today. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get into the 400s today. But on the same note, I don't want to grind all day. I think I'm going to start a new 7 Days to Die world tomorrow, and I want to really dial in the Twitch integration before I start it. So I'll probably create the world tonight and then spend a few hours getting the Twitch integration all set up. I've been itching to kill some old zombies. Yeah, if you're... They're better, but still not fixed. Perfect, they're Omni Legends. So, like, if your destination item is Chaos 8 or higher, always make sure the original item is at least Chaos 8. That way you get the full mod value. Well, it's 286 reroll tokens. There is no luck, Bladeheart. Luck is not a factor. Grind reroll tokens. It's, you know, it's a crafting game. You know, you have to look at it that way. Although you will get absurdly lucky from time to time and find something you need. For the most part, it's a game of crafting. You got back-to-back. You know what? I rolled a bunch of mods last night, and I had incredible luck. Like, more than I ever have. Like, ridiculous luck. I want to say I rolled like 8 mods last night. In rolling 8 mods, I only spent about maybe 1,000 rerolls. So, I mean, that's just crazy, you know. My luckiest ever was I rolled way back in the day when mods first became a thing. I rolled a Lightning Strikes Aura mod. I don't even remember what mod it was. But I got a Lightning Strikes mod in like 10 rolls. But that's my... this one time 47 years ago, and it has never happened again since. It's that kind of story, you know. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get lucky. Just don't count on getting lucky. Assume you're gonna have to use the maximum number, you know. Because normally you will. I mean, that's just normal. I only left myself 1,000 this time. I did something different. Let's see. Let's just see what 1 does over here. We get him in this cheeky spawn camp place. So what do we do? Let's just go with a boost, I guess. I hate to not have destructive on it. It makes the boost feel so weak. Or let's just go with 2 gargoyles instead, and we won't buff them at all. Let's see what they can do. Two gargoyles versus the spawning ramp. Can they get it? What are you up to today, Shadow Shot? I mean, I found some mods, you know, you're gonna find mods, but you're not gonna find all the mods you need. And if you see something good in a shop, don't ever hesitate to buy it, you know? Well, pity rolls are guaranteed. It's 286 rerolls. That is the guarantee. If you roll an item 286 times, it's a 10 out of 10. So if you haven't gotten the pity roll, then you haven't rolled 286 times, because it's every time. It's not a greater chance or something like that. It's guaranteed here, you know, here right now sort of thing. Armor mods. I'll show you what I did last night. I'm not in a hurry here today. I started working on my Countess again. So, I mean, the set's not complete yet. But I rolled, like, a Bouncing Phoenix because I needed another one. I already had Flame Eater. I rolled, like, both of these swap damage chips. Actually, maybe I rolled all three of them, and I hate rolling armor mods because sometimes you can find them for cheaper than when it costs you to roll them, you know? So, like, relics, I don't mind as much, but for armor, I almost hate rolling them. But, yeah, anyway, I ended up rolling, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like 8 mods, and I only spent 1,000 rerolls. It was incredible amounts of luck. The battle pass goes until the Seas of Dragonfall update in 2024, so it'll be about 5 months ish. So there's more than enough time to complete it, so don't sweat it. I mean, I sweated it. And I completed it. But I also suffered a little quality of life in that too. I didn't play any other games, and I ended up playing DD2 for 91 hours or 87 hours or whatever it was. In 5 days. So, yeah. Nice, Luke. What's up, Cake? You got your Shaco yet, Cake? Well, that was in one sitting, is what I'm saying. I guarantee you I've rolled 10 times more mods than you have, Zomboss. I mean, I've rolled thousands and thousands and thousands. That was literally one sitting last night. Oh, the time I spent? 91 hours in 5 days? I'm an old man. That's a lot of time for me. I needs my beauty sleep, man. I mean, shit, there's only 120 hours. Was it 120 hours? Yeah, there's only 120 hours in 5 days. Had to take a break to beat Spider-Man 2. Very nice. And that was 91 hours without going to town, Zomboss. That's equivalent to like 300 normal player hours. Remember, I don't sit in town ever. Like, literally never. If I'm in town, I'm there looking for something, and I'm there for a minute. I am always, if I'm playing, I am almost always going to be in a map with something running. You got to sort to level 9 and logged out. That druid build that Aramir's playing looks incredibly cool, and it looks way better than Ball Lightning. As far as like the play and the quality of life, it's literally like twice the radius. So crazy. If you've got the neck already, you know, why not? Might as well, right? Clear my inventory up here, I think. Nothing. I think I'm gonna finally farm me a new bow tonight. The Phoenix bow is already getting a little irritating. It didn't take long for me to get irritated by it. Yeah. I'm not going to grind anything in DD2 anymore without bringing my ult along. Well, I mean, the Earth Guardian's bow is the highest single target damage, so I'll go for that one. I mean, this one's sufficient for lane clearing, so I don't feel like I really need the Genie bow, although the Pierce would be kind of nice. So I'm going for the Earth Guardians just for the single target damage. I'd like to try to get enough damage out of this guy to use them on high floors when I get there, you know? The Earth Guardian spell, it's the highest single target. The Earth Guardian's weapons in general are the highest single target damage weapons in the game. You have to make a new Steam account and run 2 Steam accounts at the same time. Well, you use an alt is the best way, War Death. And then you put that setup on the alt, you never change it, and you have the alt carry you through all the resets that you want. Runsable with the sub. Thanks an absolute ton, man. Roller lanes are real easy to deal with. I mean, in fact, I don't even need to be shooting. The Gargoyles will just kill him. Got a sneaky guy over here, though, huh? Oh, we got another one over here. Looks like I need to upgrade those a little or something. Some upgrades in over here while we're waiting for that last roller to die here. Not really. You just had to do something about them. I mean, roller lanes have never been a challenge. Pre probably, well, obviously the only place they existed Onslaught, but pre probably 950 Onslaught, roller lanes are a joke. There's been a stat squish, Honey Raptor. I'm actually going to start another one, but I'm waiting. I've been waiting for them to get all their hot fixes and stuff rolled out, because it's very jank at the moment. It's not, since you already have a main account. You can have alt account and full Chaos 10 gear in one day, because you have your main account carry it through. But it's not a whole lot of work. Master Gill Pants, thanks so much for the sub. Rollers are hard because you have to touch your keyboard and mouse. Yeah, sometimes the touching of the keyboard and mouse is beneficial. What should you do with Mastery? You should do it. It's a one-time thing. It's actually the only thing in the entire game that requires any level of practice or like skill level at all. Can't even say really skill level with a straight face, but it, you know, some maps you're gonna have to practice. You know, if it's a 10-second or if it's the 30-second build time or whatever, go in and build it out and decide what your build's gonna look like. Not care about the timer, then restart the map and do it for real, you know? That's what's awesome about Mastery. The negative thing about it is there's no replay value, so it's a one and done, you know? I feel like that was way overkill. What am I doing? No such thing as overkill. That's right. Overkill's always the best kind. Yeah, the game is not in a good way right now as far as the status of just stability. But there's still more updates that need to happen. That's why I haven't been streaming it. You know, I feel like it's stable enough today where I don't really have to worry about it and I can just stream away, but... I got so many leftovers, I might throw a little something extra in the back. A little extra sauce. Actually, should put that in the middle, huh? Why is it not letting me put... Oh, because I don't have enough. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, you contact Chromatic Support then. I mean, if you feel like you're in a position where you want your money back, then, I mean, there's only one thing you can do, and that's contact Chromatic. What's going on there, Remy? Is Gilded Boostara better than Gilded Destruction? I'm not sure what you mean. Nice there, Demon Hunter. How many resets do I have? I only did 72. I mean, all shards are better gilded. If that's... I mean, I guess I don't get the question. Yeah, I just don't feel the need to go past it. I mean, I went too past it just for the stupid little orange dot in the middle of my icon. And Demon Hunter with the sub. Everyone is having server problems, Justice. Every hero is good for DPS. Pick the one you like to play and deck it out there, Tubbs. Because I focus on playing a game that very few people play, there's Zomboss. I mean, the real question is, how on earth do I have 53,000 subs when I play a game that only a few hundred people play? That's the real question, you know? And it was because there used to be a whole lot more players. You know? I don't know what's going on with the Xbox update. It's been a long time. Used to play the DD games quite a bit back in the day, but something else would just come out. That's fair. You never want to put destruct pylon on your boost star, War Death. You put it on something outside of your boost star, then your boost star benefits from it. Like, put the boost star here, and then your boost star benefits from the destruct pylon boost, you know? I don't know how many times you want me to say hi to you there, Horror TV, but is one not enough? Yeah, well, I mean, DDE was the testing grounds for the Playverse system. That's the back-end server system used for DD2. Google it there, Diamonds. Not something I'm really going to get into on stream. If you just Google how to run 2 Steam accounts at the same time, you're going to see about 20 different viable ways to do it. Then take your pick. Dungeon Defender, DDE is Dungeon Defender's Eternity, which was kind of like a chopped down version of DD1 that ran on servers, and they used it to test the Playverse system before they started developing DD2. Remember, they created Playverse as well. That's a trendy entertainment product. Oh, that would be crazy. You can't really. You can scroll in a tiny little bit in and out on PC, but there's not like a regular old field of view slider like would be in some games. On PC, you can scroll, but that's all you get. Like, that's all the way in, that's all the way out. Oh, yeah, if you meant the free cam, that's just B. You can do it on consoles, too, if you have a keyboard plugged in, but you gotta be able to hit the B key. Oh, that's a fine setup there, Wardef. The first thing you should ask yourself with your mod setup, or your shard setup, is, are you winning? If you're winning, then you don't need to change it. But yeah, that's a great setup. We all get the same junk loot out of the victory chest, no matter what setup you use. So you choose your route to get there, you know? No wrong answers if you get a win. Best is a pretty relative term. Best at what, Bubs? You can't just say what's best, go. Because what's best is going to be different depending on how you want to use it. A good generic Flame Aura build would be Mass Destruction, and that proc shard. I can't remember what it's called. I can't look at it right now anyway because of the... Yeah, encroaching. And then use... Since you don't have defense rate in there, you got to use defense rate mod. No, no word on Xbox yet. I mean, it's been a crazy long time. Not gonna hear anything over the weekend, you know. I mean, Proton's a great way to apply Earth. Like, if you're doing wall builds, you're always gonna have a Reflect Beam up. You can just use the Reflect Beam shard for the Earth damage. There's not really any way to get refunds on anything, but to do anything like that, it would all be at the discretion of Chromatic's customer support. Well, I mean, keep the anti-heal, trash the Earth. Where are we at? 394. Well, I mean, that statement right there, if you just remove the Xbox tag Zero Zingo, that 100% sums up Nintendo as well. So, you know. That would not be an anomaly in the gaming world. Yeah, anti-heal, you're not going to want to put on that. Proton Beam. And I mean, Earth is just a dime a dozen. I mean, put anti-heal on whatever you want to put it on, but I personally wouldn't put it on that proton beam right there. An enemy that's immune to CC that's not going to have his heal popped yet. To me, that doesn't seem like something I would personally would do, but you do you. Once again, comes around to, did you get the victory chest? If you did, then you're doing it right. It's a great one if you use that multi-target shard. I did that for a long time. I'm sitting here looking for what lanes are open. Must hit the button first. On PC they have. I'm not sure if it's out to PlayStation yet, though. Right, what do we got? EMP kamikazes. Huh. They make it so you can't build a flame aura there anymore? Or am I just doing it wrong? Weird. I'll just do that. Because we got another air lane there anyway. Yeah, see, you didn't used to have to be up there. You used to just be able to stand on a sky guard. Oh yeah. I love it, this lane, when it's just packed. It never is, but I love it when it is. Put the buff beam towards the front and hope that we get some more baddies out of this lane. I was just trying to place it too high. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't think that they would go through and change something like that unless there was some kind of collision issues or whatever. Alright, what else? Stabby stabbies, controlled burn. We'll try something different on this lane. Nope, not really. We got rollers. Rollers down below. I'm gonna have to watch that lane. All right. Should be good, right? What's going on, Whoops? How you doing, man? See, the problem when you got double lanes like this is your gargoyles get hard stuck on wanting to target the rollers. They're not going to kill them until they get past, and then the ground lane can overwhelm what's going on. Reset grind is getting closer and closer to over. Very nice. Uh-oh. Oh shit, birds. Oh! Bullet sponge. Derp. Gonna have to get it up. Get something up there to reset the bullet sponge. Come on, get off the damn screen. And we got Dreadbones over here. We can just add more here. And that should be no problem. I do feel like I want to do something over here because I don't want to sit here and watch it. Wish you could turn off the level up pop-ups. Yeah, I'm getting some lag here. It's like swapping heroes and stuff. It's like a 2-second delay. Yeah, not quite 2 seconds, but it's a delay. Couldn't have placed that any worse, huh? What's up, Burnaware? Oop. Keep forgetting I got gotta hit the button on the alt too. The OG season of Fortnite? Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna stream Dungeons 4 for sure. I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. I drive for Uber there, Diamonds. I mean, I drive an automatic, but I can drive a manual. I mean, I have most of my life, you know. But I've got a automatic now. We got a little Kursakazi action over here. I think, what, we ignore Kursakazi and build up here? Is that the thing? I don't know if they're going to get him. I've never tried this lane up here. Wow, man, you can definitely feel that there's something still going with the servers. That is for sure. Let's see. Alright, looks like it's holding up for the moment anyway. I keep an eye on it on the minimap. Wanted to get some upgrades in over here since this isn't really holding too well. It would wreck these if I put them on the ground. I think it's getting a bad angle maybe when they're flying down to it. I put them up there just to help with the flyers and keep them out of the way of the cyborgs, but what do we got? A Drakenlord over here. Oh, I forgot. We get the Ignite for free. Do I have a video showing my Frost Strike aura? Probably. Like that top lane is doing fine. I can just sit here and hang out in Rollerville. I am, yeah. I'm not really too interested. But yeah, I know those things happen. Depending on what you're using too, you can... I mean, there's lots of ways to fully automate all that. It's a different chaos tier, which means you're fighting different enemies, so you gotta adjust to the new enemies. Chaos 7, you can spam flame auras down a lane and just AFK it all day. Chaos 8's got spiders, which you don't want spiders dying near your defenses, which means get rid of your flame auras, move your relics over to towers, and use tower type defenses and keep them at full range. So yeah, each tier is about countering the enemy. Like if you use the Chaos 1 strategy and Chaos 2, you'll likely lose. You know, same basic concept. The werewolf's fun to use. Is it worth? It's probably never going to be worth when you can just use a target dummy. But it's something new and fun and very usable. So remember, it's not ever a matter of... It's a grind game. You're going to have to get everything you want in the game. You're going to have to grind the game for hundreds or thousands of hours. So do what you're doing. Do whatever it is that seems like it would be a good time for you. That's what you should be doing. So, if throwing werewolves down make you smile a little bit more, then fuck yeah, it's well worth 50 DU. You know, it just comes down to that. Ooh, man, that was loud, huh? Well, you don't want to confuse grind with depth. There, Honey Raptor. There's not really all that much depth, but there's a whole lot of grind. So you definitely don't want to confuse those two terms. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, War Death. I mean, I've got lots of friends that put 25 hours into the game, had an absolute blast playing it, but then afterwards they were just done. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just saying that if you do want extreme grind, it's there for you, if you want it. I am on, going to 395 there, Savage Beast. It's so funny. I was going to ask you if you played on Xbox or PlayStation. I never realized it was in your name. Looking is hard. Well, no, that's not depth at all, Honey Raptor. That's strategy. That's the only strategy element in the game. Once again, zero depth involved with it. It's a very basic strategy element that you completely solve just by looking at a loading screen. You know? Yeah, they're random. Clean up the inventory real quick. Look at my 10 out of 10s. Maybe later. Damn, 3 entire full bags of inventory on the alt and nothing. WTF. Nah, it's not a new song. It's probably just one that didn't come up. I usually hit random. And just let them go through the playlist randomly. But it's a 5-hour playlist, so not all the songs are always played. I keep saying I want to redo it. I do want to redo it. Dang, man, I keep getting these stupid roller lanes. Let's see how sloppy you can place your stuff. About that sloppy. Gonna have to kill the rollers on this one because of where the lane is. Oh, you do get your gems back. That's something I covered in all the videos. You get exactly 1,500 gems back. I think that's what you meant to type. Because, yeah, you don't have to buy it again. As long as you don't spend the gems. That's going to be the hard part. Because you're going to have the pass done, and there's going to be a month or two or whatever before the new one comes. You got to not spend your gems, you know? No, it's exactly 1,500. You make back exactly 1,500. You're not short. It costs 1,500, you make 1,500. It's identical. Unless something got changed. I'll look at it here when we get to the break. Well, no, I mean, that was the big thing that they've talked about the whole time since they mentioned it, is they wanted to make it so it was a one-time purchase. You'd always get your gems back. So it's exactly that. Unless something changed. Oh, man, I read that so different, Savage Beast. I'm not even going to repeat what I just read. What's up, Eddie? Never seen me live before? Well, welcome. So yeah, anyway, here we go. Let's see. Oops. You get nothing. Where the hell's all the gems? You get 450 right here. Then you get 450 right here, so that's 900. You get 450 right here, that's 1350. And then the last gem reward is 150, that's 1,500. Oh, can you? Oh, yeah, look, you can scroll it. Very nice. Yeah, so you definitely get the 1,500. Yeah, C9. For sure, Eddie. I did a whole series on it. I did 50 AP resets on that ult right there. This guy right here got his 50. Or this gal, pardon me. Got the 50 on live stream. It's not that they're best, but they'll proc petrify when they shoot, and additionally, they will roll the earth abilities that are really good. Sandstorm and poisonous tips. It's not like, oh my god, you gotta have an earth pad. But if you see one and you don't have poisonous tips or sandstorm, don't throw it away, even if it's low tier. But, you know, with that in mind, since Sandstorm and Poisonous Tips are both good abilities, if you get a super rare pet and it's got Earth on it, then it's a win-win. And that's what makes those valuable. Yeah, every Hyper Shard you get 2 of. You get 1 from Mastery and 1 from Prime Incursions, which are Chaos 8 and up incursions. Well, send him my way. If you talk to him again, Barnaware, if he wants any more. I mean, the markets in DD2 are all completely blown out. So, yeah, if somebody wants something, they want it today. There's an insane amount of gold out and about. So someone's always got the gold. There's always somebody with the gold. Well, it's just what else do you do with it, you know? You got all that gold. Might as well use it, right? I mean, it's a vanity thing. But that's always a level of collecting. If it's a game about collecting things, well, of course you're going to want the best version of the things you're collecting, right? Well, it's everything does more damage to it. So yeah, the Gargoyle does more damage to it, and anything else does more damage to it as well when it gets the Gargoyle Ignite on it. Oh yeah, if you're going to be collecting, like if you want to collect every pet in the game, you need more than a bank tab or a vault tab. You're going to need multiples. Where is dude at? Oh, it's an assassin. But yeah, when you look at the Napalm Gargoyles, when Gargoyle explodes, there's a 20% chance to ignite their target's armor, causing them to take 20% extra damage for 5 seconds. So everything, other defenses, heroes, whatever, all do an extra 20% damage for 5 seconds. DDA has more gameplay value as far as like number of hours you'll put in. DDA has far more quality of life than DD2. You just won't get as much play out of it. Yeah, it did stack, and then they patched it. That's not perfect, but that's close to it. 18K. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing the game a long time, so I got all the mats. I upgrade all my stuff. Get it all jacked up. I haven't actually used them in any of the harder content. Like here they're working, but here they're gonna work because I'm doing Chaos 9 content and Chaos 10 gear, you know? So, yeah, you're just not gonna feel it at all in this usage. But, I mean, it's the price you pay for doing Onslaught. But, I mean, 15% is not a ton, you know? I'm pretty happy that the Spectral Knights came out unscathed for the most part. Because their damage is really good. You know? The thing with the Gargoyles, it's not that they're doing a ridiculously high amount of damage. It's that they've got so much other utility to go with it. You're getting poisoned for free now. And then you get that ignite with the shard. So it's just... it's a heavy hitting defense that's also an incredibly good utility defense. And that's the deal with the Gargoyles that makes them so powerful. So yeah, I don't think... I mean, 15% is just not much anyway. You're never going to go from winning to losing over 15% in any way, shape, or form in the entirety of the game. You know? Well, I mean, the Frost was really good. I don't think that's a buff. It takes away one aspect of utility. I mean, I definitely don't think that the changing it from Frost to Magic was a buff at all. Well, I mean, I would focus on the defensive shards first. Whoops. Get all your defense shards jacked up first before you worry about the hero, is what I personally would suggest. And then if you do just want to go something for your hero, then just take whatever shard is like the most impactful for your build. Like, for example, if you were doing a Nuke Monk, you know, then Guild Crane Stance is probably the most impactful shard in that build. The Ignite Shard? Let me look. We got another assassin we're waiting on here. Dude is just chillaxing over there. I don't want to come out. I don't remember what tier it is. It is in Chaos 10. Napalm Gargoyles. It's a great shard. Oh, you think the knights should attack quicker? Well, I mean, just gotta remember that's a balance of damage. Like, they could make them attack quicker, but then they would have to tone their damage down. Yeah, you can use Lightning Aura, but you want to have... For Destruct a Pylon? Absolutely. If you're using it with your anti-heal, then you're going to want to have that Electric Arcing Shard in there. But yeah, you could definitely do it. I mean, I did it for years and years and years. Lots of folks did. Any 20 DU defense is a great spot to put your Destruct a Pylon. Next floor, almost hit the tavern. Well, what would be the fun of that, Shadow? Thanks, Honey Raptor. What 3 would be good to use? Like, what 3 defenses? Or what 3 shards? Like, if I personally was going to put my destructive pylon on my lightning aura, then I can tell you what I would do. I'll show you if I can ever get off this loading screen. Because it's exactly, I already did it. I got the relic already built. So if I was going to go destructive pylon here, then I would take this relic that I built specifically for that to begin with. And move it over there. And then I got anti-heal on it as well. And then I would add electric arcing. We don't need any defense rate. You would have to use destructive pylon, of course, in one of the shard slots. And then for the third shard slot, you could put more range. If you wanted a little more damage, you could go with something like vampiric or power transfer or something else. I would probably go with more range just to make it some big, stupid, large, crazy, ridiculous, big-ass lightning strike. But that's just me. Red bones. Well, yeah, that's the downside. You get, since you're using it for anti-heal, you can get a big ass area. And it gives you incredible anti-heal coverage. The downside would be if it's super close together. If the lanes are super close together, and you're going to have problems. It's exactly why I'm using it now. If you look at where my destructive pylons are at, one is on frost strikes, but I like big-ass frost strikes. So I got vicious strikes on it, destructive pylon. Oh, range pylon is the other one I would put on it. Pardon me, my bad. Like I would put this setup. Well, on the lightning strike aura, I would get rid of vicious strike and I'd put the arcing in instead. But like here, I'm using a big ass frost strike and a big ass water aura. So like my go-to for destructive pylon is the frost strike. But if I can't get one in, then I just throw a water aura down and I get destructive pylon on it there. So that's definitely something you got to think about. There's no doubt. I don't think we need all the juice over here. I don't need anti-heal with the content I'm doing right here, but once you get to Chaos 10 mobs, anti-heal is going to be a great addition for you for sure. Do you need it? Well, I mean, if you're just doing Chaos 10 content, then no, you don't need it. But if you're doing survival, or if you're doing Onslaught, then it's going to be beneficial to you. There's just no doubt. I do not know. I would assume they probably wouldn't, as far as the explosion. But I also would probably assume that maybe it'd be really, really tough to see, and maybe the Frostfire would still go on the ground. But I don't know. Test it out. Test it out. Let us know. Well, you can only get 2, so that's just not an option on Hyper Shards. There was a bug that was allowing people to just guild them before, but they also made it so you got no benefit. So it didn't actually do anything for you to guild them. Do I want to do that? Or I just want to drop a Skyguard in the middle of the map? Pardon me. Very, very sneezy today. And we'll give it destructive, I guess. What's going on there, Puffy? How you doing? I do wish they would redo Ascension. They modeled the Ascension system off of Diablo 3's Paragon system. But up until just recently, of course, this current season, it's capped. Oh, there's no sort of. It was directly themed by it. I mean, obviously, it's not identical, but that's where the inspiration came from for it. I mean, they said it publicly. But in Diablo 3, you always got something left over where you can keep gaining. In DD2, it just quickly becomes to a point where you're going to get capped out, and then you're going to have 70 bazillion points sitting in your utility category that you can't use, But yeah, I would love to see the trees we reworked. I'm enjoying them. See, the thing with me is I like using bows, but I don't like using the Huntress. I'm burned out on the Huntress from all the years of Huntress play. So I'm glad to be able to be using bows again. This one has worn out its welcome already, though. I'm definitely going to get me Earth Guardian soon. I love the spammy little bazillion fireballs everywhere on the screen, but on the same note, it doesn't do any good for your eyeballs. That's the bummer for me, is I, of course, didn't know that the hunter would be a bow user. And I actually have found really good Earth Guardians and gave them away to people because I didn't plan on using them. So definitely a little bummer that I didn't keep a hold of one. Well, it's not a big sense of urgency right now, is the thing. So I'm not, like, actively out trying to buy one or looking for one or whatever. Like, I'll get one when I get one. You wanted them to be like a faster, smaller barb? Oof. Is one barb not enough? That's where I draw the line, y'all. I said I'd never do Onslaught again, and here I am doing Onslaught. But I will not, and I repeat, I will not be barbing it out when I get to the high floors. No, thank you. No barbs, please. No barbs for me, anyway. I don't care if somebody else plays one, but I ain't doing it. I had enough of that business already. You're stubborn and play hero damage mystics, so you understand. That's fair. Gotta play what you like, right? I mean, it's a game. Gotta play what you like. Man, my nose is a mess today, y'all. Holy shit. It's raining too. I don't get it. Since when do you have allergy problems when the rain is going? I don't know. 1 HP warrior. The gun witch is another one that I've kind of time served sort of thing. When the gun witch came out, I only played gun witch for a real long time. It's kind of like the monk now. As much as I love the monk, I've given the monk his due, you know? Oh yeah, there's serious server issues right now, Bodvard. There's a dozen train wrecks in the game right now. The server issues are just one of them. They'll get it all dialed in, but it's a small team, so it's going to take them time to get it all fixed. As much as I hate to say it, I just don't think we should have got this update yet. I think this hero and everything should all been pushed back. Give the developers more time to develop, you know? Thanks for following there, GG. I've got to address my inventory. Look at that, 70% again already. Nice, Bladeheart. Always nice helping people. And there's nothing wrong with that, Bodvard. I haven't played anywhere near as much this week as I did last week. Like, not even close. And it's because of exactly that. I mean, there's lots of great games to play. You know, they'll get it dialed in, and the game will be here waiting. You know, once they get it all dialed in. There's no law out there saying you can only play Dungeon Defenders 2 and never play anything else, you know? So play what's fun. And DD2 will be waiting for you here. When the updates hit, yeah. I mean, I'm all about the updates. I mean, it won't be long, and I'm going to be waiting for the next DD2 update to hit, too, you know? Thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. So DDA, when DDA gets an update, I'll be playing a little DDA. When DD1 gets another update, I'll be playing a little DD1. Alright, we got a... Oh, he despawned. I was gonna say we got a stuck baddie over there. No. No, there's no date yet. It's gonna be like a month. DDA is different than DD2. Better would be just a matter of opinion. In some areas, DDA is better. In some areas, DD2 is better. As far as my personal opinion goes. Ghetto GG with the sub. Thank you so much. Red Hunter with the follow. Appreciate it. Like, generally speaking, a lot of players that liked DD1 will probably like DDA more than DD2. But one thing to note, what the biggest comparison difference between the two games is one, you're going to get a few hundred hours of play, and the other, you'll probably, you could realistically get a few thousand hours of play. So do you want to play a game a couple hundred hours, or do you want to play a game a couple thousand hours, Holy crap. The gift subs as well. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Let's see what kind of goodies we got here. We got nothing good. See, it's got anything. A Zeddy the Teddy. We done scored a Zeddy the Teddy. Junk roll on old Zeddy. Boo. Man, look like no mods at all today. It's not getting nothing. All right, what do we got? We got a Kursakazi lane with no Kursakazi enemies. Love it. And Berserked, which basically makes this lane free. I'm just not going to put much over here. We'll do this. Arachnophobia. Cyfrost Wompity Womps and some flyers. We actually got a shitload of DU. What do you want to do with it? I mean, definitely don't need 2 stacks, but I feel like I can still get away with it. That leaves me 160. Yeah, why not? Let's put them down here. We got hex throwers down there. Don't want to lose this core. We'll just do something like that. Just got back from a 4 to 5 month break. I don't think so, Barnaware, but I'm not sure. I haven't played actively on an EV in a long time. So, I mean, there was a lot of description bugs, you know. The Talisman buff is the strongest in the game. The Lavamancer is 2 and the Countess is 3. So, I mean, the right answer is you have a 3-player group. One with a Lavamancer, one with a Countess, and one with a Initiate. And you use all 3 buffs because they all 3 stack. I mean, yeah, it all stacks. I mean, you can definitely notice the differences with the changes, JC, with the Hunter's defenses. Oh, could be. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all if there is something with those incursion weapons. I am on 397 there, Joker. Still kind of in Lobby land. I got another, what? Probably another 300 floors of just complete, pretty much near AFK-ness. And then like another, what, 500, almost 600 floors. Figure 550 floors of not having to really pay too much attention. So I don't know if I'm going to make it. It's a lot of grind to get there, you know? It is rewarding as you get a ton of crafting mats. That's why I'm bringing the alt along, so I can double dip on that. I don't think I am using... Do I have a celebration on anybody right now? I do not. So yeah, I can't show you mine. But yeah, I mean, it's probably something buggy then. I'll switch over to the high onslaught metas. So, like 2 proton beams, 1 with poison, 1 with petrify. And a bunch of buff to the roof explosive traps. I mean, that's just what you use. You know, if the map allows for it, then of course I'm not objective to throwing Big Bird in. I mean, what, blaze balloons are powerful. The thing with explosive traps is they're 20 DU, so they get that massive upgrade value. But, I mean, there are options. But that's what I'll end up doing, is just doing the meta stuff. Well, thanks for watching there, Rafael. Well, remember, Power Pylon doesn't stack with Destructive Pylon. And remember, Power Pylon also affects the boosting item. So if you're using Power Pylon or Destructive Pylon, you never want it on your buff beam or on your boost aura, because they gain the benefit. You know, they get boosted as well. Like this Destructive Pylon is boosting that boost aura. See what I'm saying? If you put it on there, then you basically lose value because it's not being boosted, but additionally it doesn't stack with destruction. It's the OG Destructive Pylon, basically. On my, I use diffusion on my buff beam to get the range boost. So I'm using like boosted beam, destruction, and diffusion. And then that, whether or not you use diffusion also changes what mods you're going to use. Like I use diffusion all the time. I don't take it out. So with that in mind, you're going to get more overall damage output by just even putting a regular power servo on it than you would by going with like a crit damage servo. Because what diffusion takes away, you end up making up some of that. I've compared them both in their output. The output's higher without using the, you know, with adding more power. I mean, I've used all for one on every defense if I was only going to put one of them down. The thing is, you know, you can only put one of them down. I mean, if it was an AoE defense, that'd be crazy. That big, but, you know, since it's single target, not so much. And then if you make it AoE, it takes all the everything around. Yeah, the Mother Dragon, there's all for one permanently parked there. I take it out when we used to, which is not very often. Well, that's the thing, is if you use range pylon and diffusion, you never have to add range to anything unless it's something that you want it to be just absurdly, obnoxiously large. Like my Frost Strikes. I mean, this Frost Strike aura is hitting all the way over to right here in this lane. You know. I completed the battle pass already. No update. There's not going to be an update over the weekend. So we won't hear anything else until the beginning of next week. That's Show. SHO. The Skyguard Flare. Show's a badass, man. Awesome person, too. Oh, well, I'm using two of them right now. I'm using the belt and the... I like the way the wings look, but they're just kind of big. I tell you what I don't like about wings on the Hunter. You can see it on the Skyguard. That whole moving back and forth thing. Dude has got serious shoulder action, man. And when you put those big wings on it, it just... To me, I don't like it. So I was either going to use this or nothing. Or like the cat backpack or something from the Twitch drops. But I don't like that heavy duty, exaggerated run animation. I'll show you the skin. The meth dealer. Sadly, I know exactly who you're talking about. The meth dealer. There's the skin. It's got a... You know what it's got? It's got a World of Warcraft vibe to it. Like an orc in World of Warcraft. I don't think... Yeah, there's no accessory changes to it. But yeah, that's the Barb Vampire Brute. The Nimbus seems to be doing slightly better, Sweaty, but you'd be able to do use dragons as well. Yeah, the other skins on the pass look really good. I like this skin too. The only thing I don't like about it is the beak. So I put glasses on him. I don't like the bird beak. I wish that he could wear the top hat without having the beak. So I've been going with that one, so I don't have to look at... I don't have... You know, Aramir's going to shame me and call me Beak Boy if I roll around with that one on, so I don't want that. All right. Where are we off to? 398 coming up. The Dryad skin looks really good. The Countess skin looks really good. Like, you may say that Countess skin is too Halloween themed to use all year, but boy, I'm going to use that thing all year. The Engineer skin, I didn't even look at that one. That's pathetic, huh? I like that Diver skin so much on the Engineer. You hit max Ascension caps just by clearing one Chaos 9 War Death Killer. So 299. Got your gear and you're swimming in shards. Nice, Charlie boy. Now, it's still in the rotation, but it's not every 9 like it was before. It's still there, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Limes has summoned the keep. Let's see. We got the alt has actually had more luck lately. Nope, nothing on the alt either. Boo. A hero concept skin like the Squire with a chef holding a spoon or something. I mean, that's not one. Oop, I'm on the wrong account. Derp. I was looking at the Squire skins on my other account. I tell you what you're thinking of. You're thinking of some of the early concept art with the Tavern Keeper. The Squire doesn't have anything like that, I don't think. The Squire's got an assload of skins, man. He's got some really good looking ones, too. But there was some old concept art images of the Tavern Keeper holding the spoon. You got to be just over 12,000 Ascension. I mean, to max literally every talent, even the ones that are completely useless to you, like this whole column. But you figure it's 1,000 each, so 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 times 3, plus the extras for like defense rate. Orcish Horde over yonder. Is that going to be enough? How many did I put there? I put 5 there. I feel like that's a little heavy. That only leaves me, what, 650 left. So yeah, I need to lighten that lane up. Or let me look at this one and see if this one's real easy. I won't be using that while I'm just doing this. I mean, the whole point of me even doing this on stream is to be able to talk to chat and not pay attention to what's going on. So I won't be using, I'll be using this all the way up till 9:45. I think that's good. Then we got what? Let's get rid of one of these guys. And that will be fine. Alright, we got EMPs, we got winners here. Let's just throw a regular stack here so it hits the flyers too. No Borks, right? No Borks. And then we'll dump the rest down here. No Borks, wow. I would like to have more to dump here, but this will be just fine. What else? I think we're good. We'll get a couple of stragglers here, I think, until we get some upgrades in. Controlled burn's easy. Just add in a 4 of poison or drench or any of the items listed on the tag. Controlled gargoyles are poisoned by default, so they eat controlled burn lanes up. Upgrade this stuff since it's a little thin down here. What ring, JC? The Ring of Frost? Is that what you're talking about? Or Ring of Ice, or whatever the hell it's called? It's so good, man. I mean, you're going to get a dozen of them just running survival. Like, I've probably sold 50 of those. Just vendored them. So you'll get a bunch of them running survival. But it is really, really good. Like, on damn near every single hero. You could make an argument for putting that on literally everybody. Defense raid, anti-melee, anti-chaos. You haven't gotten one with hero damage on it yet? They sell for pretty cheap too. Lots of explosions. Going on there, Kufu? How you doing? Nah, that's the Ring of Frost. That's what we were talking about. A Ring of Ice. Slain enemies explode, dealing frost damage and freezing all enemies hit. Yep, Hornet's got a nice buff. On defenses or for heroes, or you said relics? In any defense that can crit, you're going to get more mathematical value out of defense crit chance than you would defense crit damage. So if it's a defense that can crit, go with crit chance, you know, and then obviously, like, if it's your boost aura or something like that, then you'd want to go crit damage. DD2's heyday was many years ago, Ulster. If it does damage, it can crit. Basically. Then once you get, like, when you're fully jacked and you're in fully modded gear all squared away, it's a real small difference over crit chance versus crit damage. But crit chance is mathematically superior than crit damage. They have sales periodically, but not often on bags. They do happen, but it's not like a regular event. I saw that running a little too late, but the Frost Strike got it. What's going on, Quicksilver? How you doing, man? I could give that away, Limes, but I can't on stream. I could do a giveaway on Discord or whatever, but that's an item that I'm not allowed to do on stream. You got your Sork all jacked there quick? Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, definitely a fun game, for sure. The ball lighting hurts your eyes. I don't mind it, personally. I tell you what looks really cool is the Boulder Druid build. It's similar to the ball lightning sorceress, but so incredibly cool. Nah. It's never really been a thing, to be honest. But yeah, it's not a thing anymore. They're in the middle of redo. They're redoing a streamer program right now. Oh man, what the hell? I was blasting that dude. But it won't be like the Casters Guild. The problem is they don't have anybody to manage it, and they don't trust anyone that doesn't work for them. So something like that, a community lead or whatever has to run it, and they don't want that. They would rather not have it. So they're going to do something completely different flavor. Nope, that's it, sadly. Every shard you use is worth gilding. If you're going to use the shard, it's going to have some value to gilding it. All right, I guess I better pay attention this time, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, some are better than others. But if you're going to use it, why not gild it, right? Yeah, it can become quite the chore doing that. I know my alt doesn't have a material vault, or I would just dust them all and throw it in there. But, you know, what are you going to do? My alt, this alt here is, was originally my wife's account. Well, that's the thing, you just, you know, if you're putting in the hours, you just are never going to have enough room to store them all. Like, you'll gild stuff just to save bag space. I mean, like, I'm super stoked every time I get a shard gilded. Even if it's a duplicate that I don't really need. Just because I save 10 bag slots, you know. Yeah, archers are still good. I'm going to do videos on all this stuff that got changed. But nothing got nerfed to an unusable point. Like, literally nothing at all in the game, you know? Yeah, that's so weird. He just completely evaporated last time, but last time I was spraying him for like 40 minutes. Each mastery tier's got 105 stars. Nah, Gargoyles still work. They'll probably start to fall off a little bit, like when you get to like 800-ish, and then by 945, it's probably not something you're going to want to use as your main damage. But they work all the way up into the 800s for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's big. Like I said, gilding one shard, you free up 10 inventory spots. It's definitely big. You guys see my loading times. They're terrible. And it's because of that. You know, I keep my inventory so full usually. Get him, little red homie. Wreck all the faces. Single target damage, the Earth Guardian is better. There's no published drop rates. Shit. If you do them, basically, if you do those boss maps on Chaos 8, you got 50% chance of getting one of the boss items. Uh-oh. Another immune mob. What the hell, man? Are you kidding me? That's latency. Did you see that? Ah, such horse shit, man. There's my server issue of the day. Put me, like, rubber banded back and ran the gauntlet again. What the hell? No, the drops for the weapons do not favor any characters in your deck. No, the little kobold was invincible, and then he rubber banded. And then ran it again. Somebody clip it, though. That'll make a really fun-looking little bug clip. Most people use the Big Mama Dragon with a bunch of baby birds there, Charger fan. Let's just go ahead and dump all the mana we got into down here. Hopefully we can get through this. This is going to turn into like a 40-minute map here. Uh-oh. These guys floated a little there, too. The one guy looked like he was going to keep running that way. Well, the thing is when you get to true end game and you push through the game and you're at the very end of it, every enemy is going to have 2 billion health. So you'd want to treat every enemy as if it was a boss. No specific map. The Motherly Instincts mod, you will want to play active on a Countess, though. Playing actively on a Countess will increase your chances. Oh shit, it's because I don't have an element going. Not that they're immune. I don't have an element going here. So this is another loss because I can't damage it. I'll look at it later, Sweaty. It won't let you post any links. It was the controlled burn got me. I wasn't paying attention. It's an easy enough fix. I was like, what the hell, man? These guys are tanky as hell all of a sudden. I'll just throw some poison on them. Well, the rollback was 100% a server issue. I mean, mobs don't rubber band down a lane like that. Oh, let's just do this. Shame the bleed doesn't count. Let's go with that one. Get a little poison going up in there. Just this one. It was a kobold. I haven't seen very many problems with it, but just... We had a kobold run up here to the core, and then blinked back down here, and then ran up to the core again. But altogether, I can feel some latency, like when I'm hitting buttons, but I haven't really seen a whole lot. The Gun Witch is one of the highest DPS heroes in the game. So, I mean... Play what you like, though, is the thing. That's what I keep telling you guys. It doesn't matter who does the most damage. What gives you the most enjoyment? That's what matters. Because you can complete the content with whoever you want. So, use who's fun. The Guardian Bow comes from the Crystal Mines. Well, I mean, it's all situational. Don't listen to I do this DPS or look at this dummy or whatever. That's just all people having fun with buffs. I mean, we got the Hunter on Aramir's Hunter with me monk boosting him up to a billion DPS on the on the dummy. So, you know, don't pay attention to that. That's just having fun in Tavern and spamming shit. The Gun Witch is very squishy for sure. I mean, you don't play on her the whole wave. You switch over to the Gun Witch when you need the power, and then you switch back off. No updates yet. They're X-Wing. Sadly, no word. That's what I'm using. Lucky Strike seems a little bit... some people are saying they don't feel like they're getting good results with it. I'm seeing the number go up when I use it. So I see the stat go up. Yep. That's all been reported over and over again on my YouTube channel there, Wardeath. About a month from now. Well, we don't know what the maps are. They haven't revealed them yet. Or teased them yet. Where the hell did it go? Let's see. We want to get a super Skyguard up here. Frosty Fodder. Oh yeah, you can build crazy amount of stuff with all the DU available in this one for sure. Now what do you do down here? Do you do 2 super stacks? Or do you do 4 smaller stacks? I get it every now and then. I mean, I get that with all Steam games every now and then. Some more than others. What the hell, man? Really? You gotta be shitting me. There we go. Let's go with the baby stacks. Multiple baby stacks instead. Oh, out of juice. I must not have dropped the mana from my alt. Well, that's a Steam issue, Barnaware. So the answer to that is always restart Steam. It does happen. I mean, not all the time, but it does happen. I don't have a volcano set up, JC, and I'm not really, I'm just spamming these. Get these cyborgs looking this way. All right, let's see if it works. Roller lane's gonna take forever. I think we good. This is the only area that seems a little sketch to me. I feel like mobs are making it a little uncomfortably close to the stack. Oh yeah, no doubt there. This is $3.99. Probably be all right now. Pardon me. I'm just spamming all these upgrades in. Here you go. Let's give it the true test, y'all. It'll give me an opportunity to go grab a glass of water. Will it hold or will it not hold? I'll be right back. We'll find out. All right. Looks like it was okay, huh? We made it. I haven't seen the cinematic, but I already had people asking me if I was going to play it. It actually sounds kind of interesting. No, just generically climbing Onslaught with the alt cake. A 3 expansion narrative. Oh, I haven't seen anything about retail. That seasonal thing they got coming up might be cool, though. It's a kind of an interesting twist. I haven't watched anything for BlizzCon now other than the Diablo 4 segment. Seems like it's going to be some level 25 twink gaming. I think so. But themed. I mean, you can have a rogue tank that gets some kind of special tanky abilities or whatever. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. The only thing is everybody I know that's going to play it are playing Alliance. And it feels so dirty playing an Alliance character. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, that sucks, Cake. There's just something that's much more inspiring about Thrall screaming for the Horde than there is any of that pansy-ass Alliance shit. But since it's based off a classic, if you want to play a Pally, you got to be Alliance, right? Not that I necessarily have to play a Pally. I don't know. It definitely piqued my interest, though. So... yeah, what? They mentioned several classes, like There was some latency too. I don't know if you guys saw that. I just did a little rail slide here. Little rail slide. Yeah, rogue tank. It definitely seems like an interesting concept. That and, I mean, I do enjoy seasonal play in games. You know? I mean, I play enough ARPGs where they're like a very normal thing for me. Everybody keeps mentioning OG Fortnite. What did they do? Did they bring the original map back or something? I mean, I'm not against jumping in and trying out some OG Fortnite. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't followed anything with Fortnite in so long. Save the World was looking awesome at the start. Some stuff from season 1 to 3. Well, I mean, that's kind of cool. Is it on the no build variant as well, or just on the original Fortnite? Oh, it is no build as well. Nice. I mean, I don't think I'd want to play. I'd want to play no build. I wouldn't want to play with building. Not at this state of the game. The Gargoyles got nerfed, but is such a small nerf. It's not really a big deal. Hey man, if you guys are gonna do it, I'll play some Fortnite with y'all later. All right, off to 400 now, I believe, right? Yep, 400 up next. I did it, y'all. I got out of the 300s. Finally, at last. And you know what that means? Crash. Or no, okay, it's taking me. I played all those Serious Sam games. I had to. My name's Sam. Those games are so mindless. They're great fun for like 7 to 14 minutes. After that, it gets a little tiring. But they are super fun for that 14 minutes, let me tell you. Played a few of those with my son. Like we got another inventory check here. Nothing. I should be looking at any swords that drop. I want to get a new sword for my Countess. Her sword not shiny. Not shiny enough. Crossfire remnants this week, it looks like. Alt get anything? Wow, man, I haven't found a 10 all day. What's the deal? I guess I haven't been playing that long. Nothing worth on the alt. Of course, we had to have rollers in. It would have all been so nice and peaceful. This one should be pretty chill, too. So if I start a new playthrough tomorrow, do I go off of the new experimental build? Or do I play the current live build of 7 Days to Die? What do you guys think? I'm not even sure what is on the experimental build right now. Let me look real quick. Let's see. They're gonna let me bring up the Steam store. Oh, what was that? Oh no! Something got through when I was not looking. God dang it. The one time I choose to not look. Made all Twitch game event spawns more aggressive. See, that's the thing I'm gonna do, get rid of, is I do appreciate all the gifts, you know, but the gifting in the Twitch integration, in my opinion, it seems entirely too generous. I don't mind getting my ass kicked every now and then because you guys chose something good and it wrecked me, but I don't want the entire game to be trivial. So I'll probably either disable the gifts, make it so that gifts are an event only type thing, or put them on like an hour cooldown timer or something. What do you guys think? Do you disable the gifting altogether? Is that the play? In 7 Days to Die, their Twitch integration allows their viewers to send you gifts, like a weapons box or a materials box or whatever. But it's so make them super expensive. Maybe that's the thing to do, is just to jack the price way up on them. It sucks that it doesn't save per game world. That makes no sense to me at all. Like, I just have no idea why they would have done that. Now, I understand some playthroughs you might want super strict and other playthroughs not so much or whatever. But, like, profiles would be nice for that instead of tying it to the game save itself. Because it sucks every time you create a new world, everything gets reset to default. That kind of stinks. I mean, I like playing without it. You know, I like playing the original game. But people seem to really like the integration. It just all ends up feeling cheaty. You know, like even like, you know, say you load in, nobody gifts you anything, but they do spawn a shitload of dogs, and you got massive wolf spawns or whatever. Well, even that is cheaty, even if you die. Because you're going to kill a bunch of them, and you're getting free meat off of that. So you get free food, you know? Without even being a gift, you're getting free food. That boiled meat, man, that's some good shit when you're starving there, Flanagan. When you got nothing left but one can of chili, that boiled meat will save the day, let me tell you. Skyguard's getting tore up, huh? And I think I might go through and actually paint the biome myself. Like if I'm going to have to create the world tonight to be able to edit the Twitch integration. So I think I might go through and actually paint. Can you still do that? Does anybody know? Can you bust out that biome PNG and paintbrush it? I bet you still can. Oh, don't you dare kill me now. Oh, homie pushed way down, huh? Get wrecked, roller. The old Bastille Master. They got tapped before I could even jump in. Daily mission complete. Very nice. Alright, let's just do one more to get a little breathing room here. I'll probably make that one the last one for today. A vanilla playthrough will be nice. I'm going to get shamed so hard if I don't turn that Twitch integration on, though. People definitely seem to enjoy that. I debated on starting like a Let's Play series and doing a vanilla 7 Days to Die playthrough like in an edited series on YouTube. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'll play around with it tonight. I'll update the game to the experimental version and play around a bit tonight with the settings and stuff and see if I can come up with something that I'm happy with. All right. Can we split these lanes? Oh man, I done started, huh? Super derp. I just realized too, I wish I would have noticed that was counting down a little faster, but all we got is this area. Oh shit. I was trying to throw down my my blood effigy. Oh, we got a ghost. Got a little ghost on there too. Oof. There we go. Piece of cake. Borks and borks and borks and borks. Alright, leaves me 40 left. Here, we'll do this just for fun. Ask whatever you want. I don't care. Got some flyers coming in this way, but I think I'm gonna have to manually kill them. Take a ride. Go, go. I used to be a big part of the Orcs Must Die 2 high scoring community. And some of the other folks in that high scoring community asked me to do some videos of the strategies I was using, because I was like dominating the leaderboards. And that's how I started. Like, my first video is Orcs Must Die 2 video. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I made videos for several years, and then, about 5 years ago, I decided to try to do it full time, and then, maybe longer than that. Maybe it's like 8 years ago now. I tried to do it full time, and didn't really work out, so I started doing little side jobs to fill in, make ends meet, and that's where I'm still at now. Yeah, kind of funny though. There was a day back in the day, no one would watch my videos unless it was an Orcs Must Die video. Like, I could do a Dungeon Defenders video and nobody would watch it. It was all about the Orcs Must Die. And then, you know, now of course, I have to do Dungeon Defenders videos or nobody watches it. So, oh, how times change, but... I actually get the most views from Stardew Valley, believe it or not. A lot of people don't believe that, but my top videos every single month are the tutorial series I did when Stardew Valley 1.5 launched almost 3 years ago, and they're still my most watched videos. There was a big stat squish, but the builds pretty much stayed the same, Floyd. I mean, when Stardew Valley 1.6 hits, either at the end of this year or early next year, I mean, I'm going to be going hard on Stardew. I mean, I should be doing it already. But, you know, addictions are addictions. When the next part of the update comes, Leaf, so there's no date, no one knows. They said it'll be at least a month. So, end of this month, beginning of next month. With all the problems they're having in this update, I would say December is more realistic. Because they're still working at getting issues fixed with this update here. So it'll be a minute. I think mid-December is a fair bet, and mid-December makes more sense from a marketing standpoint anyway. So hopefully they wait until mid-December and give the engineers time to get it dialed in. Yeah, I've thought about starting another YouTube channel many times. I absolutely love playing ARPGs, but no one watches me play ARPGs. So it's hard to dedicate the time to going through and editing videos and everything when nobody watches any of them. But yeah, I would love to have a few separate themed channels, but the thing there is you got to be able to sustain yourself off of one. Like, you don't want to spread out before your first channel is not enough to keep you eating. And my YouTube channel does not pay the grocery bills, you know? So that's the one hesitation I've always had about creating another one. All right, there we go. We have successfully achieved the 400s, because we're now headed to 402. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for me for today, though, y'all. So got, what, a dozen floors knocked out. I'm not really going to do much of these off stream. I don't really have a sense of urgency as far as getting leveled up, and I don't even know if I'm going to try to go all the way up. It depends on if it's just crazy boring or if it's fun at all. And so far, it's just crazy boring. You can use all the same stuff, but throw down a wall there, Floyd. Walls plus anything else is the Chaos 10 meta. Looks like Savage Beast is streaming. I will send, if I can ever get loaded into town here. Well, no. I mean, buying your way through is a choice that you can make on any tier if you choose to, but the fastest way to go from C8 to C9 is survival. Jump into a wave 71 start if you can handle it, and you're gonna blast through from C8 to C9 in like 5 waves. maybe 6, but it won't be long. Like I said, I'm going to be doing that fresh start here soon. All right. So yeah, anyway, that is going to get it for me for today, y'all. We'll send you guys over to Savage Beast, who is doing, I'm assuming, some AP resets. And anyway, hopefully everyone is having a wonderful weekend, though. And I will see you all tomorrow. Not sure with what yet, but right now the plan is to go with a little 7 Days to Die. So maybe I'll put up a poll or something on YouTube here later on tonight. But anyway, that is going to get it for me for now, though. So thanks a ton, and I will see you soon. Take it easy, y'all.